Hey guys, I've been to Thailand 8 times and my last visit, that is 8th time, was a couple of weeks ago. And you know that I've made a lot of videos about Thailand in terms of SIM card, in terms of hotels, in terms of immigration, in terms of visas and visa on arrival, and the latest video being about domestic flights in Thailand. And many of you have appreciated the content I've put towards Thailand. Thank you very much for the same. But today's video is a bit unique, and this is something that I wanted to make because when I went to these places, guys, I saw literally no Indians or very few Indians. So generally when you go around in Bangkok or when you go around in Thailand, you tend to see a lot of Indians wherever you go. The most busiest places or the most crowded places, or whether it's Bangkok or Pattaya or Phuket, you see a lot of Indians. Now when you do not see any Indians, Thailand being visa free for Indians of course, then that place either nobody knows or they have not really explored in terms of going there. So those 5 places that in my past experience I've gone, the latest was a couple of weeks back. I'll tell you about those 5 places, guys, and all of those links to book will be in the description below. So please do check it out. Now, when you hear the word Bangkok, the few things that come to your mind, very touristy things, is Grand Palace. Now, Grand Palace is heavily crowded, or whether it's Mahanakhon Skywalk, which is heavily crowded, heavily crowded by tourists, and even the railway market, which is supposed to be very good, but it is insanely crowded with tourists. Now apart from this, if you go to any touristy place in Bangkok or any touristy thing, you will find a lot of tourists and you will not have basically any fun because there are too many tourists. Whether you want to take a photo, whether you want to sit for some time, there are literally too many tourists, and many places like even Mahanakhon Skywalk have got time limits when you are there at the top. So these 5 places, guys, is completely based on my experience and my taste. So few people might like it, few people might not like it, but these are the 5 underrated places where I see literally no Indians, or even if I saw Indians in the past, I might be I would have seen just 1 or 2 people at the venue. So without wasting any time, as you can see on my screen, 98% of you who are regularly watching my content are not subscribers. So kindly hit the subscribe button and support my channel. So the first place, guys, this is my number 1 place in all of Thailand, is Wat Saman and Wat Paknam. Now I am sure you wouldn't have seen this place, might be you would have seen this place in kind of reels. It is a big statue of pink Ganesha temple. Now Lord Ganesha statue, if we see in India, we have many famous places to see in India. There is no surprise because you will see, literally we worship Lord Ganesha and you will see the statue or you will see the idols everywhere in India. But in Thailand, just 1 hour drive from Bangkok, you will find this place called Wat Saman. In Wat Saman, you have a very big sleeping statue of Lord Ganesha. And the video will not do any kind of justice, guys, because it was so beautiful and peaceful place filled with positive energy. And not only the Lord Ganesha's pink statue, sleeping statue, but also this place offers you other beautiful things to watch, like Lord Buddha statue or even Lord Brahma statue. There are so many monuments for you to see in this temple, and this temple can easily be accessed whether you want to go on your own or whether you want to go on a tour. I have linked those tours in the description below. Literally, guys, I felt so good being in this place. Being an Indian, being a Hindu, and going to this place was literally a blessing because I did not know about this place, and this was a very last minute booking. I had been with my parents and even my parents were really amazed of this place. There is another 40-foot Ganesha statue, which Lord Ganesha statue, which they are going to take you after the pink statue, and it is absolutely breathtaking. And the way they have constructed, the way they have built, and literally, guys, there were no to zero tourists. Forget about Indians, there were literally no tourists, and these are the places where locals travel from different parts of Thailand to come and visit Wat Saman. And similarly, Wat Paknam has Lord Buddha statue, which is again insanely huge, and again this is pure local place, not a touristy place. So when you go there are not many tourists and locals are praying among themselves, praying on their own to the Lord, and even you can spend a lot of time by praying. And like I said, this was very peaceful. Your mind was very, very peaceful, non-touristy place. Just concentrate on the reason why you are there, which was very, very beautiful, guys. So I give 10 out of 10 for this place. Kindly note what Paknam and what Saman. And place number 2 I want to recommend to you is Ayutthaya Temple Store. Now, Bangkok is known for temples, known for ancient temples, which Burmese have destroyed most of the temples, but still there are a lot of temples which remain, and one of these places is Ayutthaya Temple Store. Now, Buddha's head is along with the banyan tree, and it is not made up, it is naturally come up from the ground, and this was insanely beautiful to watch, guys. I mean, if you see a face of Lord Buddha grown along with the tree, you won't find this anywhere, and this is number one local place where locals do visit from different parts of Thailand. Yes, there were a bit of tourists, but not so many tourists that we see in Grand Palace or in Mahanakhon Skywalk or even Safari World. This place, you must consider this place, and even when taking the photo, there are a few rules and regulations that you can see the photo that I've just sat. Basically, when you're taking the photo, your body or your head should not be greater than that of Lord Buddha. So you must sit down, you must bend down, and then only take the photo. A lot of instructions has been given there, and you have to follow those instructions. The guides were very, very kind. They took a photo of us when I was sitting, when I was in the pose. They were taking the photos to ensure that we have not stood or we are not standing. Our body is not higher than that of Lord Buddha's head in the tree. So this was a magnificent place, guys. Kindly add this place. Do not miss out 1 and 2. Compulsory, you have to add this place. Place number 3, which I have been 3 years ago, is Ancient City. Now, this Ancient City is easily accessible through metro. When I went in 2022, it was not accessible via metro. I checked last time, it is definitely accessible through metro, and you can travel through metro to a fair amount of distance. Now, what is special about Ancient City? Ancient City has got those miniature creations of all of Thailand. Now, you talk about any temple in Thailand, all of them have been recreated in the form of miniatures in entire Ancient City. It's called Ancient City. There's a Thai name for it. I'll try to display it on the screen. But this again, guys, is it's mind blowing, and you have to rent a two-wheeler like a scooter, or you can those golf course cars where they pick you from one point to another point. You can hire that in terms of hours. Easily, if you go at 10 o'clock, it will take minimum 5 or 6 o'clock for you to come back. So this Ancient City, which has got miniatures of all the temples in and around Thailand, is just like walking into Ancient City and you would have seen the entire Thailand. It is that beautiful, guys. So Ancient City, again, place number 3, do not forget to add it to your list. Place number 4 I want to talk about is Erawan Museum. Now this Erawan Museum has got very huge 3-headed elephant statue, which is brilliantly amazing. And when you look at Erawan Museum, you feel you're completely on a different planet altogether. And even the temple inside that or surroundings inside that, going in between elephants, there's big elephants structures there, and you want to walk between that, you get different kinds of music. So it is beautiful, guys. Again, one of the most highly recommended places where you won't see much of tourists, and you will see a lot of locals coming to these places. Now, locals know better than us. They are living in Thailand for many years, and when you follow locals, definitely you will end up visiting these places like Ancient City or Wat Paknam or Wat Saman, and beautiful places like this. So kindly, guys, do not miss out on Ancient City and also Erawan Museum. A plus point for you is I've already made videos on this in the past. I've got much views, but please do check it out if you have time. I've made videos, I've been there, and I hope you get some kind of information in those videos. And hidden gem number 5 or underrated place number 5 is the floating markets. Now we know floating markets is definitely not underrated place. Everyone knows about this, but there is a floating market called Amphawa, which is very beautiful in the evening during sunset time. Now a lot of people go to Damnoen, Saduak, which is the normal floating market. Along with that, you have that railway market where when the train comes in, all the markets get closed. I understand it's very good, but it's a very touristy place. But this Amphawa floating market is again very beautiful. I'd been to this in the last trip, that is 2 weeks back. I'd been to this place, and this place you wouldn't want to miss, guys. Again I repeat, these places you will not find it in any tour package. Now recently one of my friend was going to Bangkok, and he asked me some places to include in the package. He was going in package because it was his first foreign country, and the package guys clearly said we will not include this. We don't have these places, and we will not include it in the itinerary. If you want, we'll give you a free day, you can go on your own. So no tour package, no company will actually include this, guys. Do not miss out on this place. It's very beautiful. And this floating market during the sunset, everybody visit during the sunset to see the sunset, of course, and it is an amazing place if you want to really witness the sunset, and locals do this very often. That's why I've put this in my list. And one more recommendation I want to give, which I have not been to personally, but I've heard from a lot of locals, is called Bang Kachao, which is green lung of Bangkok. Now, as you know, guys, there is a lot of pollution in Bangkok, and the pollution levels have risen up in the past, especially during November, December, January. Locals told me there are huge pollution in Bangkok city. So this is called green lung, where you can breathe free. This is an artificial island that has been set up by Bangkok, which is very close to Bangkok. It's called Bang Kachao, and this is called the green lung, and you have several activities like boating, etc. to enjoy on the island. So if you want a hassle-free experience without any crowds, without any nonsense, you just go to this place and you will have a great time. Actually, locals recommended me this place to go on the very first day of my trip, but I didn't have time. I had other schedules. I could not go to these, guys. So these 5 places plus this additional recommendation you definitely wouldn't want to miss. And touristy places like Safari World or Grand Palace or Mahanakhon Skywalk, it's a big headache, guys. It's too touristy, and literally for taking a single photo in front of anything, you'll have to wait for 20-30 minutes. Even if you wait, there are all people all around. You'll have to use AI on your mobile or ChatGPT to kind of delete those people and make the photo better. So I hope this video was very good, guys. I wanted to keep it very short. I'll catch you guys in my next video.